There's at least one more voyage in the last ship's future. Mirvish Productions will bring the musical to Toronto in early 2019, starring its creator, award-winning musician and former frontman of The Police, Sting. The Last Ship tells the story of a town devastated by the decline of northeastern England's shipbuilding industry and the looming closure of the Swan Hunter shipyard, based on Sting's 1991 album The Soul Cages, as well as his own childhood in Wallsend, Northumberland. Sting will portray the shipyard foreman Jackie White, who rallies the town to revive the shipyard on their own, in its Toronto engagement, running at the Princess of Wales Theatre from Feb. 9 to March 24, 2019. Watch the full-length program at http://video.pbs.org/video/236518366/?UTM_source=YouTube. Star in a phone interview from Germany. As a child, I would look at that shipyard and see all the thousands of men walk down past my house and wonder if that would be my destiny, because there was so little else in the town. It was the last thing I wanted. It was terrifying, and dark and dangerous, he said. But, you know, I never forgot where I came from, and in later life I realized that I was gifted with a story that I was able to tell. One that hadn't been told. Sting has played the role before, during the musical's short-lived, 4-month run on Broadway between 2014 and 2015. After lukewarm reviews and a slow box office, Sting's appearance was an attempt to revive its prospects. Though critics praised Sting's music and lyrics, the book by John Logan, known mostly as a Hollywood screenwriter and playwright of Red, and Brian Yorkey, Next to Normal, If Then, apparently sunk the show with overly complicated plotlines and shallow characterizations. Article continued below. But a recent UK tour revealed a version of The Last Ship with a new streamlined, politicized book by director Lorne Campbell and set design by the Tony Award-winning 59 Productions, Warhorse, Oslo, Big Fish, the London 2012 Olympic opening ceremony. According to producer Carl Sito, the book has been completely rewritten. Virtually nothing of John Logan's work remains. Entire characters and plotlines have been replaced or cut. It is this version that Toronto will see in 2019. The book is much more political now than it was. It's set in Thatcher's Britain, and I think the changes that were set in motion at that time are still having a negative effect on communities all over the world. Sting said, I have a very strong suspicion that Toronto will certainly get this because of what's happening in steel towns and dairy towns. We seem to be heading to economic uncertainty out of the panic, and there doesn't seem to be any game plan from a certain regime south of the border. There are no confirmed plans for The Last Ship after its 6-week stop in Toronto, but Sting says there is interest elsewhere in Europe and the United States outside of the tourist-based Broadway industry. I want the ship to keep sailing as long as it can and in as many different markets as it can, he said, but whether or not he can follow The Last Ship throughout its journey is another question. Sting poses in Newcastle, a former shipbuilding hub where his musical The Last Ship is set. Mark Savage, for Northern Stage. Well, I have another job, said the 16-time Grammy Award winner. There are very good actors who would step into that role if I need to tour. But it's something I enjoy doing, and I'll certainly do it again, but I need to keep my other job up in the air as well. Carly Megg is a Toronto-based theatre critic and a freelance contributor for The Star. Follow her on Twitter, @RadioMaga.